My coworker cried imposter syndrome, but was just terrible at her job. When I finally escaped her emotional manipulation, she begged me to do her work. Plus an update. I am a woman and I have a female coworker who, like most of us, struggles with imposter syndrome. And I'll admit, I struggle with it too, but here's the thing. She is legitimately terrible at her job. She'll mess something up and someone will need to go bail her out. Projects that should take 2 weeks end up taking a year. I'm being completely serious. She claims to be making an effort to learn the technical skills required to do her job, but I have seen little to no improvement in the 5 whole years she's been at the company. We have interns who outperform her. It's routine for her to be unable to perform a task, so someone else does it for her, and then she often takes the credit. She claims that she's not respected by coworkers because she's a woman, but no, it's because her work speaks for itself. This coworker often comes to me to discuss being a woman in the workplace and her imposter syndrome, seemingly looking for validation. Whenever she messes something up or doesn't understand something, she chalks it all up to imposter syndrome and decides she's actually skilled after all. It's more of a Dunning-Kruger situation than imposter syndrome. I've spent dozens of hours teaching her how to do things that she ultimately forgets, and I've bylaid her out of simple tasks. As women, we're constantly reminded to build up other women in the workplace, and I feel like she expects this of me. She often cries about imposter syndrome. And yes, I mean she actually cries. Then I feel bad and try to say some platitudes like, "Hey, you can learn how to do this," just to make her feel better. I feel uncomfortable when she cries to me at work, and I feel as if a boundary is being crossed. In addition to being part of her personal mentorship squad and cleanup crew, I feel emotionally manipulated. I don't know how to handle this. We share a manager who knows about her technical misgivings and how much of a resource drain she is, but he has kept her employed here for 5 years, which is inexplicable to everyone who works with her. So I don't know what I'd even say to him. I find it unlikely that I'll be able to affect her employment situation, but how do I get myself out of being the person she looks to for validation? Any other tips on dealing with a person like this? Update. I took the advice I received and did a lot better at short-circuiting conversations that veered toward the emotional. It felt extremely weird at first. I'd start going back to work and looking at my computer screen while she was still in my office staring at me, but eventually she got the point and would leave. It didn't totally stop, but the conversations ended a lot sooner. The coworker still acts insane, but I got a lot better at redirecting it away from myself. A few months after I wrote my first post, I moved to a different team at the same company, and I'm totally loving it. As a result, I don't have much more interaction with that specific coworker. When I told her I was leaving the team for a new opportunity, she didn't wish me well. She immediately started talking about how, "Oh yeah, well I got a job offer too, but I turned it down." Okay, I don't really believe it, but that's beside the point. In the weeks after I started my new job, she actually tried asking me to physically come to her location and do some of her work. I didn't play ball with that, and she stopped asking pretty fast. I occasionally see her when I visit my old boss. He was an amazing boss for a lot of reasons, and I consider him a mentor. When I see her now, she bizarrely starts monologuing about how challenging, important, and influential her work is. For the record, it isn't. It seems like she feels the need to prove herself to me now in front of her boss. It's a strange interaction every time. Then later, she'll often message me and complain about how she's having a hard time with her work, personal life, imposter syndrome, or whatever else. Now that I'm removed from it, I totally see that her game is to pretend to know what she's doing. And when someone figures out she doesn't, she plays the woman card and makes people, particularly people in power, feel bad for her, instead of actually working to get better at her job. This trick seems to have had moderate success so far, even on myself. I put up with her nonsense for too long, but I suspect it'll catch up with her eventually. There are rumors that her team is going to be disbanded or reorganized. My old boss even admitted that he's trying to help her build skills so she's actually employable by someone else after that happens. Good luck with that. Anyway, I'm glad I'm no longer involved in that hot mess and can just watch from the sidelines. Setting boundaries really helped me be less of a target for her and will help me deal with other difficult coworkers in the future. Thanks for the advice.